and salespeople were right for a different thing.
Our last question.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle. I was just curious as to what specialist you were when you were working as a doctor, and as well, how was it difficult to sort of transition out of that into becoming an entrepreneur, and sort of, yeah, I guess your experience with that.
Right, Gabrielle, great question. So my specialty was medical microbiology and infectious disease. So I was in Toronto doing my medical residency. Another little story. So I was on the infectious disease team that was taking care of Toronto when SARS hit. Does anyone remember SARS, that respiratory virus? So when it hit Toronto, we thought it could be the next big global pandemic that was gonna kill millions of people. And our team was on the front line, so bunny suits, all that stuff. I left that infectious disease team a week before SARS hit Toronto. So I got out just in time. So I remember, because that's when I raised venture capital for my first biotech company, and the team, they were calling me up and saying, Paul, you're a lucky bastard, you got out at exactly the right time, because 2 of our staff members actually came down with SARS, they got quarantined, like the team was working all the time. It was crazy. So back to your question, what was the second part of your question, Gabrielle? It was, what was it like when I transitioned, right? So when I transitioned to entrepreneurship, I might be one of the few entrepreneurs who will actually tell you being an entrepreneur was actually way easier than being a medical doctor. So let me try and help you visualize what it's like being a doctor. So being a doctor, it's life and death decisions all the time. Like you're seeing patient after patient every day. You're taking care of SARS when it hits the city of Toronto, you think millions of people might die. You're working 80 to 100-hour weeks. It's crazy. And so I found becoming an entrepreneur, I was like, wow, I actually can sleep a bit. I'm actually making decisions that are not going to kill people. This is so refreshing. So I actually found it was pretty simple to make that transition. In fact, I actually had to, this is where I was actually transitioning over to a more healthy lifestyle, because I had been busting my ass for years and years to become a doctor, and then I realized that's just not going to cut it being an entrepreneur.
Paul Lam, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, everyone.
Southside niggas that know me best. I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Made that bitch.